I'm sorry.
It don't change nothing. When it's your due season and you're going through something, God want to bring something out because there's a work in you. There's something marvelous in you. There's hidden treasure in your belly.
Amen.
Trust me, when I first started, I was quiet. I didn't say nothing to nobody. Nobody believed that. Anybody believe that?
I do.
I was very quiet. I didn't bother nobody. But if you stepped on my toes, Apostle, Mama used to say you hear something rolling, it wouldn't be thunder. But I got saved, Apostle. I got real saved. I never forget the lady that came to the Church of Atlanta Lighthouse, called me out and told me that there was a hidden treasure in the inside. And I'm like, She said, you going to preach, baby. She said, in fact, that's a message. She said, God said there's many messages. She said, you're going to be running across the pulpit. You're going to be doing this. You're going to be doing that. I'm like, not me. Not the way y'all act. Because sometimes we're trying to do it ourselves. See, when you're trying to be reserved and try to sit back, you don't know what God got for you. But if you let God finish the process of whatever you're going through tonight, it may be painful, but you just have to tell God thank you. Ain't that right, Deacon T? You got to learn how to thank God for good times and bad times. And when you learn how to get the attitude of thanking God, Paul said it like this. Paul said, I learned to be content, whatever state I'm in. Some of y'all fussing and worrying about you ain't got no money and you ain't got this, but baby, you got Jesus. Amen. And sometimes that's more than money, because if you had money, you'll be on cracked out, you'll be on wore out, you'll be on ran out, but nobody will be able to find you. Folks said, when I hit the lottery, I'm going to get a church. Them the folks you got to go looking for. But they ain't giving the church nothing. Amen? So God knows just what to do. Amen. I'm getting ready to wrap up. I want to read something here. God is, sometimes people think that, you ever heard people say, God must be angry with me. That's why I'm going through. He's not angry with you. God is not angry with you. But God is chastening you. Look at your neighbor, says he's chasing you. He's chasing you. And when he starts chasing you, God said, you know, God chasing those he loves. If he didn't love you, he wouldn't be chasing you. He'll let the devil have you. Amen? But he loves you. He loves you so much. And he wants you to understand that he wants you to be strengthened. Trouble don't last always. Ain't you glad that it don't last always? Amen. Suffering is like fire, but it purifies the saints. And it brings them to a higher thing. It is in the furnace that their faith is tested. And there's a difference between tested and tried. Their patience is tried. Some of y'all say, I'm praying for patience, but baby, you praying for patience, you're going to go through something. Amen. And they are developed in all of these riches and the makeup of the Christian character. And I heard my daughter talk about character. When you're going through, God is trying to make your character. Amen. Have you ever seen some saints that don't act like saints? And they ain't acting like hillbillies either. We got some women that act like hookers. Straight hookers from the street. We got men that act like puppy dogs. Every time a woman come in, they are lusting after her. But when God changed your character, when he sanctified you, people know that you've been sanctified. Amen. Come on and give God some praise. Hallelujah.